Okay, now in this video a little detail on simple reverse percentage problem. This is one of the problems. 30% of students did not appear in a math test. If 48, this is 48, I hope this is visible. If this is not, then you should know this is 48. If 48 students did not appear, calculate the total number of students. Okay, so in this question I have given you two things: percentage and the quantity or the number of students that are there in that percentage. So one thing that we are sure of is this, that 30% here means 48 students. Is that okay? 30% mean 48. Does that mean 30% of 48 or something? It obviously does not mean 30% of 48. Okay? 30%. In 30% there are 48 students that I have. Is that clear? So now what we have to do, there could be two ways of getting this question done. One of them is called proportion method, and the other one is maybe called formula method or direct method. I love this one, but this one is easy. Anyways, I am going to discuss both of them. Proportion method. In proportion method, you need to develop two relations involving two quantities each. So we all know 30% means 48. We want to find out total number of students. Total number of students means 100% students. How many students are there overall? So in 30% I know there are 48 students. I want to find out how many students are there in 100%. Let's say this is an unknown x. We are going to cross multiply these two. 30 upon 100 multiplied by x is equals to 100 upon 100. This is 100%. I hope this is true. Let me just do it this way. 30% multiplied by x is equals to 100% multiplied by 48. Okay. Now I convert 30% into a fraction. 30 upon 100 multiplied by x is equals to 100 upon 100 multiplied by x. Okay. I can cancel this 0 with this one. This 2 will cancel with each other. This was 48. I am sorry. This was 48. Okay. So I have 3 upon 10 multiplied by x is equals to, this is only 48. Now I need to find out the value of x. They both will be moved over there. So 48 multiplied by 10 over 3, and I cancel these two. 3 divided by 48 divided by 3 is 16, and the total number of students were 160. There were 160 students overall in the class, and 48 students is 30% of this. 30% of 160 is 48. This is one method. The other method, the formula method, that most of our students unfortunately avoid and don't get to understand, I am going to discuss this approach as well. Hopefully you will have an understanding and you will try and use this method. Anyways, what was the question? 30% of students do not appear in a math test, and 30% of students means 48. Up 30%. In 30% there are 48 students. Obviously this is 30% of something, which is 48. So I can say 30% of an unknown value. 30% of something is how much? 48. Like I told you earlier, in 30% there are 48 students. So in 30% of something there are 48 students. So 30% of, I do not know what that something is. So when I do not know anything, I assume it to be x. 30% of x means 30% of means multiply by x is equals to 48. This is the original or the total value. I want to find out x. 30% can written like this. I want to find out x, so I'll repeat this thing and that. You can see they are almost identical. Okay? I'll cancel this 0 with this, and then they both will go over there. Only x will be remaining here. 48 multiplied by 10 upon 3, and 3 ones are 3. 3 into 16. X is equals to 16 multiplied by 10. X is equals to 160 students overall. Is that okay? Okay. So you can see in both the methods we have got the same answer. Okay. So you should be able to understand both the method. You should be able to use both the methods, because in different situations different methods are appropriate, different methods are beneficial. So try and learn both of them. Okay? I hope you can understand now simple reverse percentage and how to reverse a percentage. Okay? In the next video, I'll discuss reversing a percentage involving an increase and involving an